There is a quiet voice within you, always whispering, always guiding. It is not loud or demanding. It does not shout for your attention. Instead, it speaks in subtle nudges, in feelings you can't quite explain, in a deep knowing that has no logical proof but feels more real than anything else. This is your inner wisdom, your intuition, your sixth sense. It has always been with you, but life often drowns out this voice. The world teaches us to rely on logic, facts, and external validation. We are told to trust what we can see, touch, and measure, while dismissing the inner knowing that cannot be explained in words. Over time, we learn to ignore the signals from within, convincing ourselves that they are just random thoughts or meaningless feelings. And yet, have you ever noticed how the greatest moments of clarity come not from thinking harder, but from simply knowing? You have experienced it before. The moment when you felt a strong pull to make a certain decision, even though it didn't make sense at the time, or when you sensed someone's true intentions, even before they said a word, or when you just knew something would happen, and later, it did. These are not coincidences. They are glimpses of the power that lives within you. Your sixth sense is real, and it is one of your greatest gifts. When you learn to trust it, life flows more effortlessly. You stop overthinking every decision. You feel safe because you know you are always guided. You recognize that everything is happening for a reason, even when you don't understand it yet. Right now, in this moment, allow yourself to believe that your intuition is strong. It has never left you. It is still within you, waiting for you to listen. You are not lost. You are not alone. The answers you seek are already inside of you, and today, you begin the journey of reconnecting with them. I trust my intuition. My inner wisdom guides me to my highest good. Intuition is not magic. It is not something only a few special people have. It is not a rare ability that comes and goes. Intuition is a natural part of who you are. It is the ability to receive guidance from within, to sense the energy around you, and to understand things beyond what the mind can analyze. Think of it as an internal compass. It does not show you the entire map at once, but it points you in the right direction. It is the deep feeling that tells you to pause before making a choice. The small voice that warns you when something is not right. The sense of peace that washes over you when you are on the right path. This sixth sense is always active, always working. But many people do not recognize it because they expect it to be something dramatic, like a loud voice from the sky or a vision in a dream. In reality, intuition is quiet. It speaks through feelings, through sensations, through an inner knowing that cannot always be explained. Have you ever had a moment when you felt instantly comfortable with someone, as if you had known them forever? Or perhaps the opposite. You met someone who seemed kind, but something in your gut told you not to trust them. That feeling is intuition. It is not based on logic, but on a deeper wisdom that senses things before your mind can understand them. Another way intuition speaks to you is through synchronicities. These are meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. You think of an old friend and suddenly they call you. You are struggling with a decision, and then a book, a song, or a message appears with the exact words you needed to hear. These are signs from the universe, guiding you toward your highest path. Right now, take a deep breath and remind yourself, you are already intuitive. You do not need to learn intuition, you only need to remember it. It has been within you since the day you were born. I am deeply connected to my inner guidance, and I listen with love. Your mind is powerful. Every thought you think shapes your life. It influences how you feel, how you act, and what you attract into your reality. And most importantly, it affects how well you hear your intuition. When your mind is full of fear, doubt, and overthinking, your intuition feels distant. It becomes hard to tell the difference between true guidance and anxious thoughts. But when your mind is calm and open, intuition flows naturally. You begin to recognize the difference between fear-based thoughts and the quiet wisdom of your sixth sense. Doubt is one of the biggest blocks to intuition. Many people receive intuitive messages but dismiss them because they seem illogical. They think, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm just imagining this? But intuition is not about logic, it is about trust. The more you trust your inner knowing, the stronger it becomes. One way to strengthen intuition is through positive affirmations. Every time you repeat a powerful statement, you rewire your mind. Instead of reinforcing doubt, you reinforce trust. Instead of blocking your intuition with fear, you open yourself to divine guidance. Try this simple practice. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Take a deep breath and say, I trust myself. I trust my feelings. I honor my inner wisdom. Repeat it 3 times. Notice how it feels. If any resistance comes up, gently remind yourself that trust takes practice. With time, this affirmation will become your truth. Another powerful way to clear mental clutter is journaling. Take a piece of paper and write down any doubts or fears that cloud your intuition. Then rewrite each one into a statement of trust. For example, if you write, I am afraid of making the wrong decision, transform it into, I trust that every choice I make is leading me toward my highest good. The more you train your mind to support your intuition, the clearer it becomes. You no longer need to second-guess yourself. You no longer need to seek approval from others. You begin to recognize that the answers you need are already inside you. In the quiet of my mind, I receive divine guidance. In the busy world we live in, it's easy to feel like we're constantly racing from one task to the next, with little time to pause and listen. Our minds are often filled with noise, thoughts about work, family, the future, and everything else that demands our attention. In such a chaotic state, it becomes nearly impossible to hear the gentle whispers of our intuition. To access your inner wisdom, you must create space for it. This space comes through quieting your mind, which allows you to tune in to the subtle messages that are already available to you. When you calm the noise, you create a sacred space where your intuition can rise to the surface. One of the most effective ways to quiet your mind is through meditation. Meditation does not have to be long or complicated. You don't need to sit for hours in silence, struggling to clear your thoughts. Instead, start with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breath as it flows in and out. As you breathe deeply, imagine that with every inhale, you are drawing in peace and calm. With every exhale, you are releasing tension and cluttered thoughts. If your mind starts to wander, Simply bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, this simple practice will help you let go of the constant chatter in your mind, creating more space for intuitive messages. Another way to create space for intuition is through focused attention. Practice paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Whether you're drinking a cup of tea, walking in nature, or even listening to a piece of music, try to be fully present. Let go of any distractions and notice how your body feels in each moment. Notice any emotions that arise. This practice of mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the now, where your intuition lives. Trust that in these quiet moments, your intuition can speak to you clearly. You will find that as you let go of the mental noise, your answers will come more easily. Your intuition will not shout for your attention, but it will be there, waiting for you to listen. In the quiet of my mind, I receive divine guidance. The body is not just a physical vessel, it is also an intuitive messenger. Every sensation, every feeling, every ache or flutter in your body carries wisdom. Your body is constantly communicating with you, sending messages from your subconscious mind. When you learn to listen to your body, you unlock a powerful tool for understanding your intuition. Think of the last time you had a gut feeling. Maybe you felt a tightness in your stomach when something didn't feel right. Or perhaps your heart raced with excitement when you were about to make a decision that felt aligned with your true desires. These physical responses are not random. They are messages from your body, your intuition speaking through physical sensations. Your body is deeply connected to your emotions. When you feel nervous or anxious, your body responds with tension or discomfort. When you feel calm and peaceful, your body relaxes. By tuning into your body's signals, you can learn to read these emotional messages. If you experience tension in your chest, for example, it may be a sign that something is out of alignment or that you need to slow down. If you feel a lightness in your heart, it could be a sign that you are on the right path. Another way your body communicates with you is through energy. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the mood shift? Or maybe you've met someone whose presence instantly made you feel at ease. These are energetic exchanges, and your body is tuned into them. Your intuition can pick up on these energies before your mind can fully process them. Trust these sensations as they guide you toward people, places, and situations that are either in alignment with your highest good or not. To deepen your connection to your body's wisdom, practice a body scan. Begin by closing your eyes and bringing awareness to each part of your body, starting from the top of your head and slowly working your way down. Notice any areas of tension, discomfort, or relaxation. As you move through your body, ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Trust the answers that arise, whether they are physical sensations or emotional insights. My body speaks to me with love, and I listen. Intuition often speaks to us in the form of first impressions and synchronicities. These are the moments when you immediately feel a certain way about a situation or person, even before you can explain why. It's that instant knowing, that feeling deep inside that you can't quite explain, but you know it's true. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt connected to them, as though you had known them for years? Or maybe, upon entering a place, you felt a sudden sense of unease without any clear reason. These first impressions are a direct reflection of your intuitive wisdom. They are not based on logic or reason, but on the deeper, nonverbal cues your intuition picks up on. First impressions are often accurate because they come from the subconscious mind, which is more in tune with the energy around us than our conscious minds. Your intuition can read energy and make judgments before the rational mind can catch up. If you feel that something is right or wrong from the very beginning, trust that feeling. Synchronicities are another form of divine guidance. These are meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. You might be thinking about a particular topic or question, and then almost immediately, a book, conversation, or song appears with exactly the answer you were seeking. These synchronicities are the universe's way of communicating with you, showing you that you are on the right path. To strengthen your connection with these signs, start paying attention to the little details in your life. Notice when patterns begin to appear. If you keep seeing the same number, hearing the same word, or encountering the same situation, it might be a sign that you are being guided. Trust your first impressions and the synchronicities you encounter. They are messages from your intuition, leading you toward your highest good. I trust the signs the universe sends me, knowing they lead me to my highest good. Fear and doubt are perhaps the biggest obstacles to accessing your intuition. These feelings create a barrier between you and your inner wisdom, clouding your judgment and preventing you from listening to the gentle nudges that guide you. When fear takes over, your mind becomes cluttered with what ifs and, but what if I'm wrong? This is when intuition is hardest to hear because fear drowns out the calm, clear voice of inner knowing. Fear often arises from past experiences, from times when you trusted your intuition and things didn't go as you expected. Maybe you were hurt or disappointed, and now your subconscious holds on to that fear, keeping you from trusting yourself fully. But it is important to remember that past experiences do not define your future.